We are presently in the month of Adar. It says, Mishenichnas Adar Marbim Besimcha. From the time Adar enters, it is time to increase in joy. So much so that our sages say if a person has a court case, now is the time to do it. A court case or a hospital or a surgery or stocks to buy, it's like a good muzzle. Adar is a good muzzle. And this year, not only do we have the month of Adar for 30 days, we have it for 60 days. So it's a mitzvah to increase in joy. The Rambam, Maimonides, when he writes about this mitzvah, he says, Avodah gedolahi ad meod. It's a hard work. Rebbe explains, what does it mean as a hard work? You see, sometimes we have so much sorrows happening in our lives. It's so difficult. There's so much problems. It doesn't exist. A human being doesn't have so many problems. So how on earth am I supposed to be happy? And that is why it's an avoida. Avoida means I have to work on myself. I have to choose to be happy. It's not easy. I have to choose it. Wake up in the morning and I have to choose to be happy. I want to share with you the most beautiful idea based on the Megillah. So the Megillah is all about Chodesh Adar, which we read soon. So look at the screen in front of you and look at this. So Haman bought, so to speak, the Jews from Achashverosh, and then when the plan is known to Mordechai, so he tells Esther the following. Hear the conversation. Look in verse number 13. Okay, so Mordechai sends to Esther the verse, and Esther says, well, it's very difficult. Nobody's really called to Achashverosh, my husband. He's paranoid. He doesn't accept guests so easily. I can't go there. So Mordechai says, no problem. Verse 13, Mordechai tells Esther, don't imagine to yourself for one moment that you will escape because you are living with the king. He's going to destroy you too. But then he tells her powerful, powerful words. If you are silent at this moment, God will find other channels, other ways, other messengers to save the Jews. It means like this. When it comes time for you to do a mitzvah, be happy that God has chosen you for the task. It's difficult, it's hard, how am I going to do it? You have to be honored and happy that God chose you for this mitzvah. If you don't want to do it, God will find other avenues, other ways. Esther, you don't want to do what's difficult, go to Achashverosh and speak to him and save the Jews. God will find other avenues. God doesn't need you. He doesn't need you to go feed the poor and go visit somebody and go make a phone call and go do a good deed for somebody. He doesn't need you. He's giving you the opportunity. Be happy that God chose you to be his emissary. But then Mordechai continues. Very, very powerful words again. Simply translated, that means who knows if this is if for this reason you have become the queen, basically. Word to mi yodea. What is he trying to say? Who knows? What does it mean, mi yodea? The Rebbe in a Fabrayan answered a beautiful, beautiful answer, and he said like this: "Mi yodea. Who knows?" The Rebbe says, "Who knows?" Esther, you have a question. Why me? Why am I married to this evil, wicked man, Achashverosh? Why am I the queen in a palace where Haman hates Jews so much? Why am I in such a precarious, dangerous situation? Why? Why is my life so miserable that I'm married to a non-Jew? Can you imagine that? I'm forced against my will to be married to a non-Jewish king. It's one thing if I married him by my will, but I didn't. Remember that Achashverosh made a massive, massive party and he invited all the girls, all the maidens of that time, and he personally went, and there's a beauty contest, and he chose Esther, and she was forced to marry him against her will. So why me? Says Mordechai, mi yodea. Who knows? I don't know. Sometimes we feel, why did God choose me to have so many tzaras, so many problems in life? Why, God? Why do I have to suffer? If it's a medical crisis, if it's a financial crisis, if I can't find a spouse, I'm lonely, I'm miserable, if I'm suffering because I have a spouse. We all have problems and we all ask ourselves, why me? Says Mordechai, mi yodea, who knows? But what I can tell you, le'et kazot higat lamahot. You now have to do your mission. You now have to concentrate on what you can do. And then in Esther's case, that's saving the Jews. That is using your position of power to manipulate the situation, to go to Ahasuerus, to speak to him on behalf of the Jews, which is what Esther did to save the Jews. But in our case, who knows why we suffer? I don't know. But one thing we do know is, go ahead, wake up in the morning, be happy that God chose you for this mission. You now have something that you can accomplish. Every single one of us has a mission to accomplish in this world that nobody else can accomplish. There's something that you can do. Nobody else can do this. And you need to be happy that God put you in this world, gave you this mission, gave you the ability to change the world. Be happy. It's a choice. Like the Rambam writes, Avodah gdola hi ad meod. It's very, very hard work. But you need to do it. And you need to be happy. There's a story told. In 1970, there was a Chabad Chassid living in Crown Heights. His name is Herschel Gansberg. And there was a tragedy. He lost his wife, and he had 5 little children at home. This happened Sukkot of 1970. And that year, Simchat Torah, every year what the Rebbe says on Simchat Torah is, Chabadniks, go out to other synagogues, dance with them, make them happy. So he used to walk every year to East Flatbush, to children East Flatbush. But this year he decided, I'm going to do the same thing. So he took his children and he walked to East Flatbush. He walked to the shul, a small amount of people. And when he was there, he decided it's Simchat Torah. Simchat Torah, you have to be happy. You can't mourn on Simchat Torah. I'm going to choose to be happy. So he danced and he danced like a crazy Meshuggah. He danced. He was so happy, and he got everybody to dance in a circle and be happy because of Simchat Torah. He walked back to 770 to Chabad headquarters, and he was the one in charge of starting nigunim, songs for the Rebbe. And he started this Russian song, and the Rebbe got up from his chair and was going like this and told everybody to dance and be happy. Anyway, 20 years passed. It's 1990, and the phone rings in the headquarters of Tzivot, which is the program for children, which the Rebbe established, the army of Hashem for children around the world. And there's somebody there on the phone, and he says, I want to donate, I want to sponsor all the Simchat Torah programs. That's what I want to sponsor right now. So the person on the phone says, that's great, thank you so much. What inspired this gift? So he said, 20 years ago, I was a 14-year-old child in East Flatbush. And I saw somebody dance and dance and dance. And I was sure that this guy probably just got $1 million. He probably just got a new client that's giving him, I don't know, $1 million. He probably has the most incredible gifts in life. And that's why he's happy. And I asked my father, wow, it's amazing. And my father said, you should know that this person just lost his wife a week ago. And I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was amazed. So I made a commitment then that if one day I have the means, I'm able to, I will make other people happy in Simchat Torah. Thank God, God has blessed me, and I want to now sponsor programs that will make children happy on Simchat. Happiness, sometimes we have every reason in the world to be miserable and to be upset and to be frustrated in so many negative thoughts and emotions. Comes Chodesh Adar, which is 60 days this year, and we have to be besimcha, we have to be happy, we have to spread the happiness not only to ourselves, but to everybody around us, to our children, to our family, to our friends, to our parents, to our neighbors, everybody. Be happy. Choose to be happy. Get up today and be besimcha. And this will generate happiness from God, from the spiritual